In continuation with the interfacing part of display devices with 8085 microprocessor using 8255 peripheral, in this part I'll be discussing about the interfacing of 7-segment display with 8085. Now this is a very popular display device. We got to see so many applications of this 7-segment display. Many were maybe in calculator we get to see it, the digit display that we get to see we use in calculator, they are all 7-segment display. And maybe in some station in station we get to see the digital clock many a times, that is 7-segment display. So this is a very popular one, and it has got 7 segments. So it's a segmented display, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. These are the 7 segments of this display. And another section is this one. This is the decimal pointer part. Now 7 segment, in each segment there is basically a LED that will be illuminated when we will make it in the connection of forward bias. So depending upon the connection of LED, so 7-segment display can be connected into different modes. First one is common anode type, another one is common cathode type. Any one of them can be used, and depending upon them the circuit connection, interfacing circuit connection with 8085 and the respective code will vary. Now why it is said common cathode? Now we can see all the in figure 2 it is common cathode type is shown, and in figure 1 common anode type is shown. Now in common anode type we can see all the anode terminals are tied together, and as we know, when the LED will be forward biased, that time it will glow, a particular segment will glow. So all the anode terminals are tied together and it is connected with plus 5 volt to make it forward biased. When a particular segment cathode terminal will be connected to 0, that LED will be forward biased and it will be illuminated, or it will be glowing. That particular segment will be glowing. So in this way, in common anode type display, we need to give 0 to glow a particular segment. Similarly, in common cathode display, we can see all the cathode terminals of 7 different segments are tied together, and it has been kept at ground. It is grounded. So make it forward bias. Obviously, a particular segment should be tied to plus 5 volt, or it should be kept at higher potential. So in the form of digital information, digital logic, actually we have to give 1. So in digital logic, binary logic, 1 means plus 5 volt and 0 means ground. So in that way we can make the connection of 7-segment display, and depending upon the connection type, whether it's a common anode type or it's a common cathode type, accordingly the interfacing circuitry will be changed, will be modified. Now just have a look. This is an example for common cathode display. As we have seen, in common cathode display we have to do what? We have to give 1 to glow a particular segment. So here you can see, you can just check out the example of any number here from 0 to F, all the corresponding hex value. That means what data should be given to the 7-segment display that has been given in this table. That for glowing 1, B and C segment should be kept at plus 5 volts. So these 2 bits are 1 for B and C, and rest of the bits are 0. So equivalent hex code is 06. So you can just check it out how the different hex code should be written for for any display pattern, right? This is another table where a lookup table has been written for displaying the numbers in between 0 to 9, and both the common cathode display and common anode display, you can see it's just inverted. For glowing 1, B and C segment is 1 for common cathode, but for common anode it is this B and C should be 0, rest of the bits will be 1. So for common cathode display, the equivalent hex code for glowing 1 is 06 hex, whereas in common anode display it's F9 hex. So that way we need to prepare the lookup table when we want to display any pattern of our particular choice, right? Now this is one example where we need to interface a 7-segment display that will display the numbers from 0 to 5 consecutively, and it should be interfaced with 8085 microprocessor through 8255, and it is given in the instruction that the 7-segment display should be connected at port A. Now just look into the circuit, basic circuit diagram of the display. So in port A, the 7-segment display is connected. So in between port A and the pins of 7-segment, one driver IC is needed just to feed the required amount of current to the 7-segment display unit, because 8255 it's a digital device and it can give only plus 5 volt output, but the required amount of current is also needed while we will be connecting any display device. Okay, and this 330 ohm resistance are known as pull-up resistance. Right, now we can see the data bus from 8085 starting from D0 to D7, it is connected to 8255, and I have not marked the other control signals here. So when we will be interfacing any output device, the write bar, the chip select, they should be connected to the 8255. Now suppose PA0 is connected to A segment, PA1 is connected to B, in that way up to PA7 it is connected to DP, decimal pointer, right? Now first thing we need to do, we need to find out the address. So in the question it is already mentioned that address of port A is 50 hex. So in that way we need to find out the port address of the other registers. So as we know, if you just can remember the combination of A0 and A1, when it's 00, port A will be connected. When it's 01, port B will be connected. So if the address of port A is 50, so address of port B will be 51. Accordingly, port C will be 52, because in case of A0 and A1 bit of this 52 hex representation, that will be 10. I have typed it wrong. CWR address should be written 53 hex here. Okay, I have written this wrong. It should be 53 hex. Okay, in the code I have mentioned that, but here I typed it wrong. So that is the address. Now the CWR content part. So address part is done. Next is the CWR content part. That means now depending upon the requirement, CWR, all the ports needs to be configured. So because it is mentioned port A is output port, it should be kept at 0. Obviously it is a input output interfacing mode, so D7 bit will be 1, because nothing is mentioned else in the question part. So by default all the port will be remain as output port and it will be 0 only. If it is an input port, then only we will write it down as 1, and if nothing is mentioned, no other handshaking signals or any other signals as it is not mentioned, so it will be input output mode and mode 0. So in this way, if we just write down the CWR register content, it will be, the content will be 80 hex. So if I just Now look into the code. Simple. This is a very simple code. So first, that CWR register content is loaded into accumulator. Then out 53 hex, that is the address of control word register. So this 80 hex data is to be written at control word register. So with out instruction we have written that. Next we have taken one counter, that is move C. So this is the counter part is loaded, as we have to display 6 numbers. Next is LXI age 5000 hex. That means the respective lookup table, as I have shown you in the previous slide, the corresponding hex codes, the data patterns for glowing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that is saved from 5000 hex onwards memory location. So HL register pair is loaded with that. The first data for glowing 0 is first taken into the accumulator. Then I have written some delay program called delay. We will wait for some time, and then that data is to be displayed at 50 hex, that is the address of port A, and at port A the 7 segment display is connected, so the data will be displayed there. Next, increment L by 1, that means now the pointer will be locating at 5001 memory location to fetch the next data from the lookup table. The counter will be decremented by 1, and again it will jump at loop 1. That means the data will be taken an accumulator, and we will wait for some time, then it will be displayed. Now what is the need for this wait? Because as we know, our vision of persistence is 10 seconds, and if 2 consecutive data has been displayed within lesser time than that, then our eye will not be able to detect the change. So that's why for displaying 0 and 1 or 1 and 2 to different numbers, we need that much delay. We need some delay in between that. So that's why the delay program is written. So here I have not mentioned the delay program because I have already discussed the delay program earlier. So in the similar manner, we need to calculate the delay and it will be displayed. Okay, so in this way, when up to 6 it will be displayed through 7 segment, then it will come out from the loop. So this is the simple code for displaying 0 to 6, this 0 to 5, these numbers through 7 segment display that is connected at port A of 8255, and it is interfaced with 8085 microprocessor.